So we have another major domino about to topple in the 2024 recruiting class. Tomorrow, Thursday, March 30th, the 6th best quarterback in the entire country will be making his college decision, and he is down to 4 schools. Jake Merklinger is the 6th best quarterback and the 55th best recruit in the class of 2024, and he is down to his final 4 schools of Georgia, Michigan State, Tennessee, and North Carolina. Jake Merklinger is a 6'3", 195-pound 4-star quarterback who plays for one of the best teams in the state of Georgia in Calvary Day High School, and during his 3 years as a varsity starter has thrown for 6,607 yards for 75 touchdowns, as well as having 690 rushing yards and another 20 touchdowns. The kid flat out knows how to win, has a very strong arm, and is exceptionally athletic. Now, anytime that you see a top 10 quarterback in the country getting ready to commit, it is always a big deal because the quarterbacks normally are going to decide the overall direction of whatever school they end up going to, meaning that once a top team lands their top quarterback, then all the other recruits start to flock around them. Let's go over the comments that Jake had on his final 4 colleges. Jake had this to say about Georgia. I think just flat out, they win. They're the in-state school, my mom went there. I haven't really done an article on it, but I went on a visit last week and I had a really good time. I spent a lot of quality time with the coaches, both head coach Kirby Smart and offensive coordinator Mike Bobo. Just kind of reminded me why Georgia is so successful. He said this about Michigan State. Michigan State was the first school to offer me. They've been recruiting me the longest. They've been recruiting me for a year longer than the other schools have. I have a phenomenal relationship with offensive coordinator Jay Johnson and head coach Mel Tucker. I think they can be really successful. Merklinger said this about North Carolina. They're one of the more recent schools to be in my recruitment. I went up there for the first time in January and absolutely loved it. Coach Mac Brown's success is almost unmatched in the college football world. I have a really good relationship with Coach Lindsey. They also hired offensive analyst Clyde Christensen. He coached Tom Brady with the Buccaneers and Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck with the Colts, so the quarterback development is very good. And you're going to get a great degree from a prestigious university. And finally, Jake said this about Tennessee. I've been talking to Tennessee for a while now. I have a good relationship with the coaches there, from analyst to head coach. They play in the SEC, and they're not only playing in the SEC, but very successfully in the SEC. They have a great fan base, and the quarterback development there speaks for itself, to be honest with you. Now, Jake Merklinger could absolutely shake up the 2024 recruiting cycle if he does end up going to Georgia. I personally believe that Georgia is going to be holding out to try and win the Dylan Raiola sweepstakes, and I do believe that they are the team in the lead to land the #1 recruit in the country in Dylan Raiola. However, I do think that you can kind of take Georgia off that list, which would leave North Carolina, Michigan State, and Tennessee. Now, Michigan State is kind of, Michigan State's had some good years, but I just simply do not see a player of Jake's status going to Michigan State, which kind of leaves him down to North Carolina and Tennessee. Now, North Carolina's been doing a lot of really good things in the ACC. They're just a phenomenal overall program. Mac Brown has really brought that program to be one of the top teams in the ACC. However, I do believe, as well as the other analysts believe, that Jake is going to decide to play for the Tennessee Volunteers. Now, to me, Tennessee is absolutely setting themselves up beautifully to be successful in the future moving forward. You guys got to remember, they did not recruit Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker was a transfer from Virginia Tech. They have 5-star quarterback Nico Iamaleava going there next year. I believe that if Tennessee is able to develop a constant rotation of quality quarterbacks, starting off with Nico and now heading into eventually who I believe is going to be Jake Merklinger, I think that if Tennessee is able to keep a quality quarterback at the helm of that offense, that Tennessee will be able to remain as one of the top teams in the SEC, and they need to do that, especially with Texas and Oklahoma about to join the SEC in just a few years. But I want to hear from y'all. Jake Merklinger is one of the better quarterbacks in the country. He's a very fluid thrower of the ball, has a very strong arm, is exceptionally athletic, as well as he's got that prototypical size, 6'3", 195. He comes from a really good quality high school, so he's used to winning, he's used to playing on a big stage. Jake Merklinger is going to be a big pickup to whatever school he ends up going to. I want you guys to comment down below, where do you guys think that Jake is going to end up landing, and you guys will find out on Thursday. As well, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because you do not want to miss any of the fire videos that we're dropping each and every single day. I love and appreciate all y'all, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.